here we are at the Great Central Railway in Loughborough, actually, not Loughborough. We're just past Rothley, and this is the bridge in the background. You can just see sorry about the camera, just the bridge with Swiftland Viaduct just next to me here. So steam train is due to come along any second, so I'm going to put the drone up. It's quite quiet today, actually. What we're going to do is going to head down that way and hopefully get onto the platform side, and I'll show you around. So bear with us, just going to walk past this lovely traction engine. Leicester County Council Highways Committee. What a beautiful thing. Got a couple of cars here today. Looks like an old Vauxhall. That's a Triumph.
Yeah.
Triumph.
It's 25 PI.
25 PI. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick gander at the engine while we're here.
Yeah, the engine's not so pretty.
Well, you know what they say, if you hide an oil leak, you're hiding something.
It will be. I've done this side. I've got this side clean. Next, obviously do that side, and I've got a new rocker cover to go on there. So
that'll be alright.
This time next year it'll look completely different.
And to be honest with you, you could probably get away with, well, I don't know if you hand brushed it or you just sprayed it.
I brush it and then blow it over.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. No one really sees it, do they?
Well, it says massively. All right, you just have to do a bit of masking off. But it's easier to get into the nooks and crannies with a brush, you know, and then just give it a quick blow over to even the brush strokes out.
Brilliant.
That's what I do anyway.
Yeah, I've had a few classic cars in my time, and it is hard work. You're constantly on battle with rust.
Well,
yeah.
Actually, this one's not bad.
You've been quite lucky.
Its age, well, I sort of knew before I bought it, but it wasn't until I started going through the folder of papers that came with the car. It's had nearly 30k spent on it in the last 15 years. So it's had new wings in and out there, new sills in and out there, new floors. I mean, it's just had so much. The guy spent so much money on it. It's ridiculous. But obviously it's still got things I've got to do, and I think it might have been, I don't know, I don't know, so I don't know the previous owner, but I think there's a possibility that it might have been in floods at one stage or other, because it's wet where it shouldn't be wet, sort of thing.
Right, oh, okay.
You know, silly things like this. Look.
Yeah.
You know, all right, I can get in the back there and grind that out, and I'll get in the back and I'll put a load of wax oil behind it and I'll repaint it. So, you know.
There's always something.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
As long as you
inside.
enjoy what you're doing, it's good. I'll open it.
Yeah, go on then, open the door.
You're welcome.
Auto as well.
Yeah. Which is a boon and a blessing at the same time. Sorry, that's not the right way around, is it?
Yeah.
A nightmare and a blessing. Because when you started, you have to start it on full choke. But you can't put an auto into gear when this is on full choke at 1500 revs.
Right. Nice motor.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, the lovely things.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Do the latch. Tour the platform. So this is an original little platform, obviously typical Great Central Island platform, and that's your gentlemen's toilets. So I just scan out a bit. All original. I won't go in there just in case someone's doing a pee. Loving all these old signs and luggage, all the things that make it look period. And this is your general waiting area, well, ladies' waiting room. So, ladies must have had a separate waiting room, and they got their own toilets. Yeah. Lovely kept, isn't it? So your next little area, look at that bike, look. So you have a little area. How's the baby today? Oh. Yep. Still alive. So yeah, this is the general waiting room. That lovely original LNER fireplace. Do apologise about the camera, I'm just need to change the settings I think in a minute. All the original benches. This is just like how the Great Central was. So here's your booking office, station master. So that's where I'll be getting the ticket from if I decide to go for a run on the train. And obviously this is your stairways up to road level. Nice old original telephone box there. Don't see many of them now on the streets. So here's your station tea room. Full of lots of lovely old gems in here. Well, I think it's time I get myself a cup of tea.
And 8.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a million.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Well, there we go, a cup of tea and a Mars bar. It's the only way to do it. While waiting for the next train. Should be here shortly. this is a beauty, this one. Loving it. Let's get on then. Right. There we go. Got this one all to myself. That'll do nicely. There we go then. Right, so we're off to Loughborough now from Cornham Woodhouse. There we go, we're just leaving. Old water tower. It's not in use anymore, that one. It's got big holes in it. Wow. Waiting for this class 33 to depart from Loughborough. It's noisy, old, noisy, and hopefully we're going to get a lot of clag. Right, okay, what we do is we'll take a little stroll down into the yard right down the bottom there, see what's going on. Got a lot of things parked up down there at the minute, so let's go and have a look. What's that? An old 82 class. Well, I've only just noticed this. There's an old bench here. Look, it's got rugby on it. So whether that's originally from the Rugby Central. Yeah, it's nice. Beware of the trains. Look both up and down the line before you cross. Yeah, I think I'm safe to cross. I think they need to get the Weedon train down here. Well, we managed to get down here to have a quick look at this beauty. Very familiar with the Great Central. These are the 2 10-Os. These would have been very common, pulling a lot of freight, should we say. Call that coal over there. Yeah, what a beautiful loco this is. One of my favourites. Number 92214. Oh, camera's having a fit. Okay, right, let's head back. Just, yeah, 332 bridge number. Still in pretty good shape. Oh, camera's having a fit. Yeah. Right, let's head back. Okay, so before we leave, we'll have a quick look around all these lovely restored wagons. The Bolster D BR Bogey wagon. If that means much to you. But yeah, some really nice period things here. British Railways. These are Scammels. These old British Railway load wagons. And some fuel wagons. All been lovely restored. Well, my gimbal went flat, so I'm having to use my hands, so footage might be a little bit shaky. There's some lovely items in the back here, look. Lamps. Delivery van, is it? Lovely piece of history. I just spotted this E-type jack. It's lovely condition, this. Wow. Yes, please, I'll take that home. That's Station Parcels electric thing with all its little trucks running behind it. Get to go in the cab of the 37.
It's letting more air through to the engine governor, which opens the fuel racks to speed the engine up, turn the alternator faster, develop more current, and supply it to the traction motors effectively.
Right.
So that's why you have to use a bit of a power on and power off sort of motion, because it's not constant, is it?
You just have to make sure, I mean, to be honest with you, the way this loco's set up, it won't really overload, it will sort of limit itself, but you have to keep the amps. That's why you've got a green section. You just have to make sure
got
that
to
you
keep it within that.
Yeah. You're allowed to go into the yellow for really short periods, and obviously the red is a no-no. The red is
Thousands of amps.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
What voltage is that then?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But basically, on this railway, you'll rarely get more than 1500 for any long period, even with a heavy load behind it.
Even when you're accelerating.
Yeah. You might, if you've got a heavy load, when you accelerate, you might just about dip up to about 2000, but it will sit somewhere about 1200 to 1500.
Yeah.
Is that the fresh sort of like area?
Yeah. When it gets up to, on this particular loco, when it gets up to about 20 mile an hour, it's something called a field divert comes in. Because after a while, it gets to the stage where it can't really develop any more power. The traction motors have become like generators in their own right, and it just sort of loses acceleration. So you get these things called field diverts, and the first stage comes in at around 20-ish, and you'll see the power just come up a little bit more then, and allow you to keep on accelerating.
Daddy, I see an owl.
Well, there we go. I've learned something.
Yeah, yeah. And then basically that's your power side, this is your brake side. So that's your train brake, that's obviously locked down at the minute in the shutdown position.
So it goes into fairly weakening, is it?
That's right, yeah, to allow you, yeah. And
Warning more.
you have to watch quite carefully, but you can just see the ammeter just twitch a little bit when it gets to that stage.
Is there any air? Is there any air in the system for the horn?
No, we tried it a few minutes ago, but look, the air in the main reservoir's pretty much gone now.
Okay, we're in.
Yeah, so that's the other side of the electrical cubicle that you can see inside the cap. So that's all full of all the contactors, resistors and everything. Where we're stood here originally would have been a steam heat boiler for heating carriages when it was built.
Yeah.
That was obviously superseded and got rid of. This is one of the extra steel weights, partly added to balance it out, but obviously you've lost the weight of the boiler,
Right.
and partly to increase its adhesion rate for starting heavy trains.
So it's electric heating in the carriages, then, is it?
No, it was never converted to electric heating. It would have had steam heat when it was built, but there's no heating on it now for heating carriages. It's
So you have to, if you're pulling a train with this, then they're in the cold.
they're in the cold, yeah, yeah.
Right, so the engine.
The engine is through that door.
This door. Oh my god.
I mean, it is dark, but what you're looking at there is the end of the alternators.
Right.
The things you can see up there are the intercoolers, the
Okay.
turbocharger behind. It's a V engine. Say again, sorry.
One engine and
It's one engine.
two turbochargers.
Yeah, one V12 engine,
There we go.
twin turbo, 1,700.
Wow. It's nice and warm in here.
Yeah, it's nice one. It retains its heat quite well, so it'll probably start a bit tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
This is all we added. This is more of an electronics machine. That's basically the control rack for these modules.
Oh, that's good.
Complicated beast, isn't it?
Old British Rail Escort. Something you don't see very often, is it? Well, I think that's it. I'm going to start thinking about heading back home. So there we go, here we are back at Cornwood House. Hope you enjoyed this video today. I enjoyed it anyway, so yeah, always recommend coming to the GC preservation line up in Leicester or Loughborough, whichever's closest to you. Alright, thanks for joining us again. See you on the next one.